quadratic inequalities in one variable so we are going to solve the quadratic inequalities in one variable such as ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0. So under part 2 in an advanced level. So here we are familiar with the quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0, in which a, b, c are the real numbers and as well as a is the coefficient of x square and b is the coefficient of x and c as the real constant. So here in gen form of quadratic equation, that is ax square plus bx plus c is equals to 0, coefficient of x square is given by means of this a and as well as the coefficient of x is given by means of b and the real constant is equals to c. Then we have ax square plus bx plus c less than 0 and ax square plus bx plus c greater than 0 are the quadratic inequalities. So here we are going to solve a quadratic inequality which is in the form of ax square plus bx plus c which is greater than 0. Then now let us illustrate with one example the solution of ax square plus bx plus c which is greater than 0. Then now solve the inequality which is x square minus 4x minus 21 greater than 0. Solution starts now. So in our solution, as per the problem, the inequality which is given to us is of x square minus 4x minus 21 greater than 0. So this is the given inequality. Then now let us compare with the gen form of the inequality, that is greater than 0. So that implies ax square plus bx plus c, that is greater than 0. So this is the general form or the gen form of inequality which is greater than 0. By comparing, so here x square coefficient is of a in the gen form and x square coefficient is of 1 in the given, and similarly x coefficient in the gen form is of b and here x coefficient is of minus 4 in the given inequality. The real constant, that is of c in the general form, and the real constant is of minus 21 in the given inequality. So now in order to solve, that is x square minus 4x minus 21 greater than 0, that is given inequality. So first of all, x square minus 4x minus 21 is the left hand side of the inequality, whereas 0 is on the right hand side of that inequality. First of all, let us find out the factors of this inequality of this expression, that is x square minus 4x minus 21, because the expression is of second degree. So variable is of x and its degree is of 2, therefore it has two factors. So we are going to find out the factors of this expression, that is x square minus 4x minus 21. So we are going to find out the factors by means of, so here 21 can be splitted, the last term is of 21, 21 can be splitted as 7 3s is of 21. So here we need the middle term as minus 4x, the coefficient is of minus 4. So here to get the values, to get the sign of minus, so here 7 must be, 7 is greater than 3, so 7 must be assessed first of all the minus sign. Then now in order to get minus 4, if I assess the 3 sign as minus, then now minus of minus will be plus, we have to add up, 7 plus 3 will be 10, but 10 is not the coefficient of this x. So here automatically the sign must be of plus of that particular 3. Then now, so minus of plus will be of minus, let us subtract, greater minus least is of 7 minus 3 is of 4, so 4 is the coefficient, so here its sign is of negative because 7 is greater than 3. Then now, so here x square, so it implies x square, instead minus 4x, I want to write it as, instead of minus 4x, I want to split it as minus 7x plus 3x. Minus 7x plus 3x will be equals to again minus 4x, because minus of plus is minus, let us subtract, 7 minus 3 is of 4, 7 is greater, its sign is of minus, therefore 4 is the sign of minus sign. So here minus 21 is written as it is. Then now, so that implies among the first two terms, that is x square and 7x, and among the last two terms, that is 3x and as well as minus 21, I want to take common. Whereas in the first two terms, I want to take x as common. So here x square can be written as x into x square as x dot x, that is x into x. There are of two x's here, one x is taken as common and one more x will be left over inside the bracket I see. So minus x is taken out as common, just minus 7 is left over within the bracket. And now among plus 3x and minus 21, so here plus 3 is taken out as common. When plus 3 is taken out as common, just x is left over within the bracket. Since I have taken plus sign as common, the signs inside the bracket won't be changed, so minus remains the minus itself. So now we can check up, plus of minus is minus. Then now 3 number of times, the next factor will be off. So your 21's factors are of 7 and as well as 3. But already we have taken one factor as 7, one factor as 3, then the next remaining factor will be of 7. So here it will be of 7. So here we can check up 3 7s is of 21. Then now among these two terms, so here bracket is common, that is x minus 7 is common. Then now I am going to take x minus 7 as common in the next logical step. Then therefore, when x minus 7 is taken as common, so x plus 3 will be left over as the next factor. So here x minus 7 is taken as common. When x minus 7 is taken as common, so here this is taken as common, so x is left over in the first term and plus 3 is left over in the second term, that is x plus 3. So in this manner we got two factors. So here therefore, here the inequation is of x square minus 4x minus 21 is greater than 0, but here we got x square minus 4x minus 21 as x square minus 4x minus 21 is equals to x minus 7 into x plus 3. So these are the two factors of this particular expression. But here the given equation is of, given inequality is of x square minus 4x minus 21 is greater than 0, which is the given inequality. Then now, so that implies instead x square minus 4x minus 21, we can write the factors as x minus 7 into x plus 3 greater than 0. Since the inequality is of greater than, say here both the factors will be greater than 0. So that implies x minus 7 will be greater than 0 and x plus 3, the second factor also will be greater than 0. In case if it is of less than symbol, one will be lesser than and one will be greater than. So since it is of greater than, say both the factors will be greater than zeros. Then now, in order to find out the x value, we are going to solve the inequalities for x. So that implies x minus 7 is on the left hand side of this first inequality. So greater than 0 is on the right hand side. So in order to remove minus 7, so we have to add 7 on either side of the inequality. And the second inequality is of x plus 3 greater than 0. Since it is of positive 3, so let us subtract 3 on either side of the inequality. So here we got the first logical step. So here by adding, that is 7 on both sides of inequality, based upon this reason. So here I wrote this logical step in the first inequality, and similarly here I have subtracted 3 on either side of the inequality. So here the reason is of by subtracting 3 from both sides of inequality, so here plus 7 and minus 7 will be gets cancelled on the left hand side of the first inequality, and minus 3 and plus 3 will be gets cancelled on the left side of the inequality. Then now the next logical step will be of, so that implies x greater than, so we can struck off this 0, only just 7 is left over, and x greater than, you can struck off this 0 and only minus 3 is left over as the second inequality. So here when we change the sign of greater than as lesser than, then x will be less than minus 3, then here and becomes the or. Then the next logical step will be of, instead x greater than minus 3, so when we bring it in the first place, that is x, we have to change, instead of changing by changing the greater than symbol as less than symbol, so here this and becomes or. Therefore, so x less than minus 3, next logical step will be of, that implies x less than minus 3 or x is x less than minus 3 and x is greater than 7. So here or indicates union. So here therefore solution set is equals to x such that is x less than minus 3. So instead of or we can write it as union x such that x is greater than 7.